Welcome to Silent Hill Ascension. What if? I am Noah and I am here with the wonderful, beloved Felipe, which you all don't know, you already know. He was in the back of the behind the scenes this whole time. He caused the notorious hot mic Lottie Lord moment, many other classic moments that we all know and love. And now he's in front of the camera until Eduardo is back in town, back in business. So, Felipe, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much. And hello to Bastard. You saw your message there. All of you know me as production. Because when we planned the hosted show, I argued against using my name because we didn't want to confuse the hosts if there were multiple people doing production. So 8 months later, I did it 7 months
Yay!
in a row. Thankfully now there's Sushila.
And you always had the charisma of a host, but only so we got to enjoy it. So now the audience gets to share the pleasure. But without further ado, it is time to show the run of show graphic. And Felipe, can you do us the honors?
Yes. So let's watch together the premiere of the bonus scenes every Monday at 5:40 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay, so thank you, Felipe. You're
Norway.
really good at this, by the way. You're killing it.
Pennsylvania.
Even though we'll talk at the
end of the
show. Yeah, we'll see what happens at the end of the show. Maybe production is going to hot mic you. You never know. But anyway, production, can you please show us now the content tree? I love my trees. I'm a tree hugger. So what if is similar to what most of you remember as DVD extras? To all you geezers out there like me, you are going to unlock bonus scenes since we made a ton of extra content you deserve to see. The choices for a week will be made available for the full week once these closed playlists of the winning extra scenes will be made available. The trunk of the content tree represents the sum of the decisions for the canon run of Silent Hill Ascension. During What If, we are visiting branches as we gently but firmly go our way up the trunk. Now, Felipe, can you brief us through what we're about to see in Norway? Because it changed quite a bit from the canon run. Production, can you show this?
Yes, it's quite different. So the upcoming Norway key scenes are support. Carl attempts to comfort Astrid in the wake of Hagen's decision. And connections. Carl tells Mere what he wants from her. It's going to be quite different. Like one of these scenes, first, the simpler one, right? Carl went full feelings oriented because nothing solves family drama like a good heart-to-heart and a very large cup of glog.
It sounds good. I want to glog that glog.
Glog.
It sounds like you glog it,
spice
right?
rum they drink in Norway. It looks like Mama Juana. That's a drink from the Caribbean, by the way. And then this is the scene that has me really excited. Connections. This is when, during the original canon run, the audience decided Scandalo, because why choose simple when you can have complicated?
Yes, it is quite different. It's a different type of a Scandalous.
Now we're up for a surprise.
We're going to get into it in a bit when we look at the decisions. But first of all, I really do want to emphasize that we are about to see something different here, as we do on What If. That's why we have What If. If you want to see canon, you go watch canon. But this is for advanced audience members. This is for the advanced viewers that want to know those extra bits that you would never otherwise see. And we got to enjoy as a production and developers behind the scenes, and now we want to bring it to you. So now let's look at the decisions made for Norway. Oh, production, thank you so much. You're killing it. Okay, Felipe, I'm trying, like, out of habit, I keep wanting to call you Eduardo just because I'm used to it. But you are Felipe. Oh.
Yes. My dog is called Ryu, and my wife sometimes refers to me as Ryu, so I understand. So the decision result for Norway. How will Carl tell Astrid they're giving up on the search? Keep her in the dark. Very sensible choice, of course. That's a very normal thing to do to a mother. Then, what will Carl tell Mary?
This is some kind of a scandal still, because right? There's a rejection scandal.
Yeah, right. I mean, you could have chosen nothing, because who doesn't enjoy a good old session of awkward silence, right?
But yeah, the tension will keep, like, because you can see in Carl that, you know, one thing,
maybe worse.
It's kind of like against what I was gonna say, because one thing that warms this cold, wet old man is, you know, that tension with Meta. Oh, by the way, okay, we'll talk about it after the scene, but I do have a note about the music in that scene because it's pretty cool. Yeah, so you can tell that he's keen. You can tell that he's into it, and he's just like, you know, Meta, I'm sorry, I gotta lie to my daughter. Like, I'm busy. I have to keep my daughter in the dark, right? Yeah, but there's also the other scene where, as you said, it's a very kind thing to do. Keep the mother in the dark, right?
Yes, a warm, dry old lady. Sorry, that comment by Leonardo 5 like killed me. But yeah, like. I think that keeping her in the dark is like better than the other option, like was like to be mean about it.
Yeah.
Like, who needs hugs when you can have suck it up and move on? Like, sorry, your kid disappeared.
Don't forget.
Maybe just say nothing, because you don't know what to say.
Ageist against Carl, like, only because Meta is not old, and they're the same age.
Too, yes.
Well, production, can you now please premiere the Norway scene?
Sorry.